Today we are going to cover the last two topics of this chapter, which is converse of a statement and proof by contradiction. So converse of a statement, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, so if a given quadrilateral is parallelogram, then its diagonals bisect each other. Or if a given quadrilateral is parallelogram, its opposite angles are equal. What is converse of a statement? Converse of a statement is, so if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it's a parallelogram. That's the converse of a statement. For example, I can say P is a statement which says that it is raining. Q is a statement says that it's difficult to go on a bicycle. So P implies Q. वो arrow ऐसा डलेगा implies का. So it means that if it is raining, then it's difficult to go on a bicycle. What is a converse? Converse is Q implies P. It is difficult to go on a bicycle means that it is raining. Now whether it's true or not, that's a different case, but that's what the converse of a statement means. I'll take you through few examples and few exercise questions together. So let's look at probably the exercise question itself. Exercise A1.5, the first one. If it is hot in Tokyo, then Sharan sweats a lot. So what is P here? It is hot in Tokyo. Q here, Sharan sweats a lot, right? So what's the converse of the statement? If Sharan sweats a lot, it means then it is hot in Tokyo. Whether it actually makes sense, that's not where we are going. What we are just learning how to write a converse of a statement. Whether it's true or not, that's a different question altogether. If Shalini is hungry, then her stomach grumbles. So what will be the converse? If Shalini's stomach grumbles, then Shalini is hungry. If Jaswant has a scholarship, then she can get a degree. If Jaswant can get a degree, then Jaswant has a scholarship. If a plant has flowers, then it is alive. Converse of the statement is, if a plant is alive, then it has flowers. If an animal is a cat, then it has a tail. Converse of the statement is, if an animal has a tail, then it is a cat. So these are how converse statements are constructed. Now let's again try to emphasize how we have already used this. If a line basically एक line अगर आपने parallel draw किया है, तो वो उसको proportionately divide करता है, और इसका converse था कि अगर वो proportionally divide कर रहा है तो parallel है. And ये हमने दोनों के proofs करे थे जब हमने वो chapter पढ़ा था. So now look at exercise 2. In this we are looking at mathematical now, right? Abhi to we learned how to write a converse of a statement. Now we have to write the converse and we have to also decide whether it's true or false. So first question is, if triangle ABC is isosceles, then its base angles are equal. So first what are we going to do? We are going to say what is P, what is Q. What is P implies Q. So पहले P क्या है, Q क्या है, and then उसको उल्टा कर देंगे. यही करना है ना हमको. तो P है triangle ABC is isosceles. Q है its base angles are equal. Triangle ABC's base angles are equal. And this is how we wrote it. Converse of the statement will be, the base angles of triangle ABC are equal, and hence then triangle ABC is equal, isosceles. This is true. अगर कोई भी triangle में आपके base angles equal हो जाते हैं, तो वो isosceles ही होता है, which is a true statement. Even the converse of the statement is true. Next is, if x square is equal to 1, then x equal to 1. ये उन्होंने बोला है. इसका converse क्या हो जाएगा? If x equal to 1, then x square is equal to 1, which is true. Converse is true. While the statement itself, I feel that there should be some addition here, x square equal to 1 and x is greater than 1, greater than 0. Then x equal to 1 होना चाहिए, because x square equal to 1 implies x equal to plus minus 1. It could also be minus 1. But anyways, that's of the original statement that we're talking about. But the exercise is not about the original statement. It's asking about the converse of statement, whether that's true or not. Next is, if ABCD is a parallelogram, then AC and BD bisect each other. ये हमने शुरू में ही we discussed, right? So if we write the converse, AC and BD bisect each other. Basically, if AC and BD of a bisect each other, then ABCD is a parallelogram, which is true. Yeah. If A, B and C are whole numbers, then A plus bracket of B plus C equal to A plus B in a bracket plus C. इसका उल्टा करेंगे तो उससे ये कंक्लूड नहीं हो रहा कि ABC होल नंबर्स हैं, सो दैट्स फॉल्स कन्वर्स स्टेटमेंट. If x and y are two odd numbers, then x plus y is an even number, that's fine. But if x plus y is an even number, x and y are two odd integers, that's not true. It could just be x and y are two even integers. So it's a false statement. So let's move to the next topic, proof by contradiction. See you on the whiteboard.
So I think we have studied proof by contradiction earlier. I think when we were doing questions like prove root 2 is irrational. So first we started with saying that it is, so we started with the statement just contradiction of this, that root 2, let's assume it is rational. Then we can express it in this form, and then we square it and all those things, right? So which sort of makes something wrong, one of our assumption wrong. So then our original contradictory statement itself is wrong, right? So we had done this, I think, जो हमारा circle chapter था, circles chapter में we had done this, that a circle is there, and when a tangent is drawn, this is perpendicular to it. This is how we had proved by proof of contradiction. I think I taught it in that chapter itself how to do it. So maybe we just begin with some of the questions and see how it goes. Okay, so let's, so for example, the first question of exercise A1.6 is, suppose A plus B is equal to C plus D, and it is given that A is less than C. Use proof by contradiction to show that P is greater than D. So first let us assume that the is opposite of the statement is true. Basically, we need to prove that P is greater than D. This is what we need to prove. So let us assume that's not true. Let us say that B is less than D. Okay? So if B is less than D and A is less than C, so if we look at we add these two, then A plus B becomes less than C plus D, which is in contradiction to this statement, one of the statements, right? And hence this is false, and hence B is greater than D. Another question is, let R be a rational number and X be an irrational number. Use proof by contradiction to show that R plus X is a irrational number. So first would be, let us assume that R plus X is a rational number actually. We are writing the opposite statement. Second would be, let us first express R is a rational number in the form of P and Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Note X cannot be expressed like this, right? So X is a irrational number, right? So now R plus X will become P by Q plus X, which is P plus QX divided by Q. Now here we know that Q is not equal to 0, which is fine. P is an integer, that's fine. But an integer multiplied by an irrational number, this will be irrational. We know this. And the sum of an irrational to a rational number, I'm trying to figure out whether I'm doing it correctly. This is the sum, and if R plus X is also rational, so it can be expressed as this, basically whatever, right? Where A and B are integers and B is not equal to 0. So B equal to Q, that is fine if you look at this. And A equal to P plus QX, where A is a rational number and P and Q are integers and X is there, right? If we rearrange this number to find X, what will X be? A minus P by Q. Now, थोड़ा यहाँ लिख देती हूँ, A minus P by Q. Now A is an integer, P is an integer, Q is an integer. Q is not equal to 0, we already know. So all of this becomes an integer. So that means X is an integer, which is wrong because the original assumption or original premise was x is an irrational number. So hence this is wrong. So this is how we prove by contradiction. Okay, so the question is, a square is divisible by 3. A is an integer basically. And we have to ये prove करना है हमें, to prove. So let us, by proof of contradiction, the first would be that A is not divisible by 3. That means A can be written in the form like this, right? So squaring on both sides. Now we can mention this as C, 3C plus 1, and we can keep this as D, so 3D plus 4. Now this 3C plus 1 is not divisible by, we know for any integer, this is not divisible by 3, and even this is not divisible by 3, right? Because ये तो divisible by 3 है, 1 नहीं है, ये divisible by 3 है, 4 नहीं है. So that means a square is not divisible by 3 by both these things, which is wrong because a square is divisible by 3. Hence our original this thing is wrong and a is divisible by 3. Okay, we can look at one more question. That कोई integer है a and a square is even. So a is also even. So first we will say that a is not even. If it is not even, then it can be expressed as this, right? Now let's square it. Right? That this is any integer. So this is definitely not even, right? We're just disproving this. So this is wrong. So that's how we get that A is even. So I think these are the number of questions I wanted to solve for this chapter, for this day. And I think there are obviously more questions and we can keep going on.